Stick a regular screwdriver into your lawn. This simple test will check the condition of the grass. It can help you save your lawn from yellowing and bare spots. Taking care of a lawn is not the easiest task, especially in the summer. Watering the grass is one of the most crucial factors. Most people don't know when and how often to do it. It turns out that you don't have to do it by guesswork. The screwdriver test is the best guide. You just need to take a long tool, preferably over 15 centimeters. Stick this screwdriver into several spots on the lawn. If the tool goes all the way into the ground, it means the grass doesn't need watering. The soil is soft and moist. However, if the screwdriver stops or requires a lot of force to be inserted, it's a sign that the soil is dry. Grass roots are shallow, so such a lawn should be watered as soon as possible. This simple method was shown to me by a gardener. I have been using it for a few weeks and my lawn is greener and more hydrated than ever before. Just a piece of this soap is enough to protect your cucumber crops from blight. Gardeners have been using this method for years because it's incredibly effective, cheap, and natural. If you start to see a white powdery substance on the cucumber leaves, it's a bad sign. There's a simple way to protect them from aphids. This summer, you'll be harvesting cucumbers by the bucketful. Prepare a bar of gray soap. Grate it using a coarse grater. Its use in the garden is brilliant. You should have about 30 grams of soap flakes. Add them to a liter of water. Stir until all the soap dissolves. Then, pour the mixture into a spray bottle. Spray the cucumber leaves with this solution. The insecticidal properties of gray soap come from the fatty acids, which are toxic to many harmful insects. It protects the plant from aphids and fungi. The cucumber aphid is one of the species that feed on cultivated plants. Its presence can weaken the plant, or even cause it to wilt. They are mainly found on the younger parts of the plants, on the underside of the leaves, and on the shoots. The soapy foam also cleans the plant of dirt. This homemade spray is cheap and effective. It's no wonder most gardeners use it. Trim the roots of your potted plant, and it will get a new lease on life. This method can save many plants. When roots become overgrown, the plant starts to grow weakly. Its leaves turn yellow, and you can't figure out what's wrong. You may try boosting it with nutrients, but that doesn't always work. That's when it's worth considering root pruning. This procedure is best done during the plant's dormant period. Simply take a clean, disinfected knife and cut off the bottom half of the roots. If the plant has woody roots, leave those alone and only trim the soft ones. What does this achieve? A plant grows properly when it has many root hairs, which only appear on new roots. When a plant has a lot of old roots and lacks space, it starts to suffocate despite watering and fertilizing. After trimming the roots, you don't need to remove any soil. Just replant the plant in the same pot with fresh soil. This is an excellent way to rejuvenate the plant without moving to a larger pot. I spread this on the ground around the hydrangeas. The flowers begin to shimmer with colors. More than that, they bloom longer and keep their intense color. If you are wondering why the hydrangea does not bloom, then try this trick. You literally only need a handful to nourish the flowers. We are talking about a handful of ordinary coffee grounds. They help maintain the proper acidity of the soil. Just sprinkle them around the hydrangea bush. You can also mix them with the soil and mound the plant. Coffee grounds enrich the soil with minerals. The grounds help keep the soil moist. This feature will come in handy during a heat wave. This flower is sensitive to lack of water. Deficiencies lead to rapid drying of leaves and its inflorescences. Above that, a sizable amount of grounds can affect the soil pH. If you want your flower to turn blue, regularly sprinkle the soil around it with grounds. Its heads will begin to shimmer with color. This is a natural trick to get an ombre effect. Hydrangeas can also be watered with coffee fertilizer. Add a cup of grounds to 5 liters of water. Wait until they swell and then water the plant with them. This is an ideal way to water acid-loving plants. 1 tablespoon can replace a ton of manure. From now on, you won't need to buy expensive plant products. This mixture can replace many different fertilizers, delivering incredible results in your garden. Here's how to make it. Prepare a blender. First, you need 2 tablespoons of sugar. Sugar promotes the growth of soil microorganisms and increases the amount of organic matter, which helps plants grow and develop better. Add 3 small teaspoons of potato starch. Potato starch contains 3 essential elements for plant growth: potassium, phosphorus, and calcium. These elements ensure that plants grow properly. Next, add a teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric is an effective fungicide and helps plants absorb nutrients. It also has antibacterial properties that protect plants from diseases. Pour half a liter of water into the blender and blend everything thoroughly to combine all the ingredients. Then, dilute the mixture with an additional liter of water. To use the mixture, measure out 1 cup and dilute it in 10 liters of water. Use this solution to water and spray the soil and plants. This is an excellent fertilizer for vegetables, flowers, and other garden plants. Your garden weeds will disappear in just a few hours, and what's important, they won't come back. With the arrival of warm and sunny days, weeds start popping up in our gardens. Weeds on the lawn are a nightmare for gardeners, appearing uninvited everywhere. 2 of the most common weeds are dandelions and sow thistles. Although both are weeds, dandelions have many beneficial properties. Until now, the most popular but tedious method to get rid of dandelions from the lawn was to pull them out with their roots. However, I have 2 cheap and easy methods for you. You probably already have these ingredients at home. An effective way to get rid of dandelions from your lawn is to use baking soda. It works well not only for dandelions, but also for other weeds growing on your property. Simply sprinkle the weeds with baking soda, and after a few hours, they will be gone. The second method to get rid of dandelions from your lawn is to use vinegar and salt. Each of these ingredients can be used separately, applying them directly to the weeds. However, a solution works much better. In a spray bottle, combine vinegar with salt. Just remember to apply the solution directly to the dandelions, as it can also damage the lawn. Your lawn will look better than ever. The weeds will disappear for good. A simple and inexpensive insect repellent made from hair shampoo. Safe to use at home and directly on the skin. Finally, you'll bid farewell to annoying insects trying to invade your spaces. And all thanks to a quick homemade recipe created from just 3 simple household ingredients. It will protect you and your loved ones from mosquito bites and irritations without harmful chemicals, and your pets from irritating bugs like fleas and ticks. You'll be able to enjoy pleasant outdoor walks without worrying about bites. This repellent works on flies, gnats, ticks, and mosquitoes. To prepare this homemade mixture, first measure about half a measure or half a cup of any shampoo. It can be any hair shampoo, whatever you have at home. Pour it into a container. Pour the same amount of regular vinegar into the same measure. You surely know that vinegar is irritating to all insects, but combined with shampoo, it doesn't have such an unpleasant smell for humans. It's also safe to use on the skin because of it. Add the last ingredient. Pour half a measure of ordinary vegetable oil. Mix all the ingredients slowly to prevent foaming. Pour the preparation into a clean spray bottle. This will make it easier to apply the repellent. Remember, it's safe for the skin. Use the mixture in places where insects are most common indoors. Also, spray the balcony, terrace, and entrance to the house. Insects will no longer be a problem.